This question says, your 3-year investment of $20,000 received 5.2% interest compounded semi-annually. What is your total return? So we have to remember that your amount is equal to what? The amount is equal to principal times 1 plus r over n, 1 plus r over n raised to the n times t. All right, but guess what? Let's look at all of them now. P is the principal, so in this case question, P is equal to 20,000. R is the rate, and you need to convert the rate to decimal, and so 5.2 as a decimal is 0.052. That's the rate. N is where it says compounded semi-annually, so n equal 2. N is equal to 2. So what is your total return? And the time t is 3. So t is 3 because they said 3 years. So let us calculate your return. So the amount or your return, your amount is equal to your principal, which is 20,000 times in bracket 1 plus r over n, which is 0.0052 divided by n. N is 2. All of this is raised to the n times t, which is 2 times t. T is 3. So this works out to be your amount A, works out to be equal to 20,000 times, work out all of that, 1 plus 0.052 divided by 2 plus 1. That is just 1.026 raised to the 2 times 3 is 6. This works out to be 20,000 times 1.026 raised to the 6th power. That works out to be 23,329.97. So that's your return. All right, so that's the return. So let's write that down. That is the return after 3 years is $23,329.97. That's if you invested 20,000 and received this amount of interest compounded semi-annually. Semi-annually means 2. Quarterly means 4. Annually, n equal 1. You borrowed 59,000 for 2 years at 11%, which was compounded annually. So compounded annually is telling you that n equal 1. The time t equal 2. How much did you borrow, principal? $59,000. That's a lot of money to borrow. All right, so we have n, we have t, we have p. So now recalling the formula, the amount is equal to the principal times 1 plus r over n. Oh, we didn't write down the interest. Let us go. The interest rate is 11%. 11% as a decimal is 0.11. So the amount is equal to the principal of 59,000 times 1 plus 0.11 divided by n, where n is 1, and this is raised to the n times t, which is 1 times 2. And that works out to be equal to the amount that you're going to pay back is 59,000 multiplied by 1.11 raised to the second power. So you'll be paying back 59,000 times 1.11 to the second power. You'll be paying back 72,000. That's crazy. $72,693.90. So pretty much it is telling you never take a loan this big, because look at that. So you will have to pay back way more money than you borrowed. Clearly, right? You have to pay back way more money than you borrowed. You have to pay back 13,000 plus more money. So what's the message? Don't take any loan. Don't take any loan. Always remember that. Don't take any loan. Try to buy cash if you can. Don't take any loan. Let's look at question 3. It says your allowance of $190 got 11% compounded monthly for 1 and 2/3 years. What's it worth after 1 and 2/3 years? It got compounded monthly. So if it's getting compounded monthly, n equal 12. It is being compounded monthly, so n equal 12. Your principal, it is $190. And the time is 1 and 2/3, which looks weird to write, 1 and 2/3 years. And so the rate is also 11%, which is 0.11. So that means the amount is equal to the principal 190 times 1 plus r over n, 0.11, your rate divided by 12, raised to the n times t, which is 12 times 1 and 2/3. And so what we end up getting is the amount is equal to 190. So you have 0.11 divided by 12 plus 1. All of that is raised to the 12 times 1 and 2/3 times 190. So all of this works out to be 228.04. And so your allowance is now worth $228.04 after 1 and 2/3 years. That's how much it is now worth. So let's go ahead and continue. Question 4 says your 6 1/4 year investment of $40,000 at 14% was compounded quarterly. How much is it worth now? So quarterly, that tells us n equal quarter 4. So the time, we know the time is 6.25 at 6 1/4 in years. Then your principal is 40,000 and your rate is given by 0.14. So the amount that it's now at is equal to the principal of 40,000 times 1 plus r over n, which is 0.14, divided by n of 4. This is raised to the n times t, which is 4 times 6.25. So you're going to work this out in your calculator now. So the amount is 40,000 times 1 plus 0.14 divided by 4 is 0.14 divided by 4. That is 1.035. And all of that is raised to 4 times 6.25 is 25. So we work this out. So the amount end up work out to be 40,000 times 1.035 raised to the 25, which is, this is not bad at all. Let's check this again. 0.14 divided by 4, 1 plus that, raised to the time is 6¼ years and n is 4. So that's to the 25 times 40,000. Oh my golly, that's 94,000. This is a lot of money. 94,529.80 dollars. So a lot of money was made if you compound it quarterly at this interest rate. All right, let's go along. All right, this question says, you borrowed $1,690 for 5.5 years, compounded semi-annually. How much will you pay back? Now, the principal right here is $1,690. And what is that now? The time is 5.5, 5.5. The rate is, convert the rate to decimal, 0.057. And then it's compounded semi-annually, so n equal to. What amount will you pay back? The amount you will pay back is going to be 1,690 multiplied by 1 plus r, 0.057 over n of 2 raised to the n times t, which is 2 times t, which is 5.5. So the amount that you pay back is equal to 0.057 divided by 2 plus 1. That's raised to the 2 times 5.5 times 1,690. So you end up have to pay back $2,302.15. So what if they had asked you how much money did you lose? What is your loss? What if they had lost? What is your loss? If they had asked what is your loss taking this loan, your loss would actually be the amount minus the principal. So in this case, your loss would be 2,002.15 minus 1,690, which works out to be, your loss is actually 612.15. And so that is your loss. So that is your loss, but in reality, the company interest gained, this is the money that they gained from the interest, is $612. So while it is a loss for you, it is an interest for the company you borrowed from. So that is the positive to look at it. In reality, the company interest gain was $612.15. All right. All right, this question says your $440 get 5.8% compounded annually. What will it be? What will your 440 be worth in 8 years? So the amount is going to be equal to your principal, 440 times 1 plus r the interest, which is 0.058 divided by n, compounded annually, which is 1, raised to the n times t, n is 1, times t, which is 8. So we work this out now. So the amount is 440 times 1.058. All of this is raised to the 8. And so the amount is equal to 1.058 raised to the 8 times 440, which is equal to 690.77. So in reality, your 440, it will be worth $670.77 in 8 years. So what does that mean? It means that the interest gain in 8 years is, the interest would be 670.77 minus 440. And so the interest that you would gain is 670.77 minus 440, which is the interest you gain is $230.77. Nice and easy. So, next question. It says your $54,200 two-year car loan is at 15.1% compounded annually. What will you have paid for your car after 2 years? So principal, the amount of money you borrow for your car loan is $54,200. And the interest rate is crazy. That says 15%, a whopping 0.15. That's crazy. And it is compounded annually. So n is equal to 1. And we want to see how much it is worth in 2 years. So let's find that out. The amount that you're going to have to pay back is your principal of $54,200 times 1 plus r over n, which is 0.151 over n, which is 1 raised to the n times t, which is 2. So what we get is the amount works out to be equal to 54,200 times 1 plus 0.151 raised to the second power. So that is 71,804.21. So in reality, look at this. So you would have to pay back, 71,804.21. And so the loss, your loss would be, your car loss would be 71,804.21 minus 54,200. So look how much money you're losing. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. That is 17,604.21. That's a lot of money to lose right there.